Brent with AOB here. We got another strategy suggestion sent in by DJ Akara, but we'll just say DJ for right now. And basically, you're putting 6 units on 2 of the columns and 1 unit on any split in the open column. Now, he is following the 2 last winning columns, so we're just going to do what he does. This is basically a 26 number system, so very close in how we play it, if not exact the same as we play it as a 27 number system, which are 9 streets. So this is very close to it. So on loss, you martingale, and you normally will have to keep it martingaled for 2 times, or martingale on the first loss and then come back down to base bet to break even and go up just a little bit on this one. So we're going to stick with it and see how it rolls. Now I changed my thought process on awarding the $50 bounty on these strategies. So here's how it goes. Originally it was, I don't care if it wins or loses. If I felt like it really wasn't a very good strategy, I wasn't going to award it. I've changed my mind. I'm going to give it either a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or just a neutral, right? Those 3. A thumbs up means I really like this strategy. I think it's a good one. A thumbs down means I think this thing is not something I would recommend playing. A neutral means it's okay, but it's really run of the mill. It's something that's already out there, right? It's already going. So we lost this one. So we're going to double up. And we're going to follow the last winner. So it's the second and third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. And then in an open one, we're going to 1, 2. And then, undo that. And then double it up. So I've changed my tune, and that is I'm still going to give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. But if in the session it makes pretty decent money, I'm going to award the $50 because you took the time to put it in there and we made money with it. And I'm not looking to make money and not reward someone that submitted their idea. So even though I may give it a thumbs down, so we had a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just do the old 17, 20 and then double. So here we go. We're off to the races. So if it makes pretty decent money, and I'm not talking like 40, 50, you saw yesterday, A Soul Wolf submitted his strategy. And remember, that was playing 5 units on a high or low, and then a unit on 3 of the streets that were open. And we made $230, even though it wasn't really a strategy that I was keen on, only because you had twice as many numbers that paid far less than your 9 bingo numbers. And we got very, very lucky, I felt, in the bingo numbers at the end. Nonetheless, I don't think it was a bad strategy. I would just kind of give it a neutral because really it was just such a slight rehash of the typical 9 street system that we're already doing. But I like the variation. I like that people have different options. So I did award him $50 and sent that to him today. So congratulations, A Soul Wolf. So we'll see how this one does. This is basically just another way of doing 9 streets. So we'll see how it goes. So we just that should catch us up and put us a little ahead, actually. Okay, there we go. So we're going to stay with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 13, 13, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll go back to 17 to 20 here. So we'll see how that goes. That's kind of nice. It's hit the first column 3 times in a row. So far, so good. I would probably just, looking at this strategy, I'd probably just give it a neutral, meaning it's not a bad strategy. It's in terms of the neutral. There's a loss, dang it. So now we're going to do the first and second, and we're going to double up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. And a split. Let's go 9 and 12, and we're going to double that. Okay. So I'd probably give it a neutral, meaning I think it's okay. For me to give it a thumbs up, it would have to be something I haven't seen before that's not just a rehash of another strategy. Like I said, it doesn't mean that this one's bad or good. I'd probably end up giving this one a neutral. But we'll see how it does here. We'll see how it does. All the things factor in, like does it recover, how well it recovers, etc., etc., etc. So, all right, there's a win. So now we can come back down to base bet. Yeah. And we're just going to put our single split there. It'd be kind of interesting to see if you played this one for a while, how often do you hit that split, right? I mean, I know statistically it doesn't matter. You're covering 26 numbers. They all have the same chance, but I'd just be kind of curious if you played this a bunch of times, because if you never hit it, I'd be just inclined to be, this is basically just playing 2 columns or 2 dozens, except you're adding 1 unit to a split. So this is somewhere between 9 street and just playing 2 columns, right? So I think you could almost save yourself $5 or save yourself 1 unit by not playing this split and just play, just play 2. So this is really 2 columns. It's 2 columns or 2 dozen. It's nothing new. Now, in regards to, I mentioned it in the last video I just made, in the low bankroll video that came out yesterday, Paul mentioned a website, Mr. White's website channel, where he was saying, hey, there's some other strategies there. It's all worth looking at. I agree. The more strategies you can look at and check out, the better it is for you. I think it can do nothing but having more bullets in your belt, right? So that being said, as I said in the other video, the thing I have caution with is we all have our own bias about what we think, and we mix those with facts sometimes. And for me, there's quite a few people out there that believe wheel placement, where the numbers are on the wheel, means something. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I think that's complete poppycock. So Mr. White feels that the second and third columns are better because of where the wheels are and that they hit more often. I can tell you right now that is 100% false. That is 100% false. That's not me. That's not an opinion. That's not me guessing. That is fact. And anybody wants to challenge that, I would be more than happy to take up a wager. I mean, we're gamblers, right? I will take up a wager. Mr. White, if you by any chance be able to see this, I will very happily take up a wager. I will meet you in Vegas. We will walk around for a day to all the tables and document all the roulette spins and where they are, first, second, or third column. And I will guarantee that they will all be within a very small range of each other statistically, within the statistical variance that we would expect. And I've already proven it out. On earlier videos, I recorded it. On some of Roulette Master's videos where he's showing that, I've recorded it. All right, we finally lost. So we're going to follow the 2 that last win, which will be second and third. And we're going to go with, let's go with 13, 16. No, let's go 16, 19. And we're going to double up. So this is a typical martingale strategy for us. And then you got to play it multiple times. I suppose on this one, you could play it with De Lambe, where you're going up 1 unit on losses and down 1 unit on wins. You could try it. I don't think that would be as effective. Some people play this 2 up on a loss and 1 down on a win. Ugh. All right, so we got to go double again now. So that would be the top and the bottom, the first and the third. And let's just split the famous 1720, and this will be double. So now we're at a $260 bet. Again, we're covering 26 numbers. 12, 24, 25, 26. So just 1 number less than 9 streets. Let's see how it goes so far. Well, we were up a max. We were up $115. And the reason why I decided to take away, I mean, as I said in the last one, any strategy can have a bad day or a great day. If you watched the giveaway today, oh my gosh, we did a live giveaway where we gave away $600 today. Get on to kick.com to watch that. We got to double again to recover. But anyway, if you were on kick.com, we gave away $600 today, but we were playing 5 double streets. I'm not kidding. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. You can see it on kick.com. Look for All on Black 1919 and follow the channel. You can see the video recorded. Wow, we were literally 5 double streets. It was going straight up. At one point, we were literally, I have to go back and look, but it was literally like, we were like 25-1 or 30-1. It was insane. We had just a great run. Oh man, not doing so hot now. Second, third column now again. And we're going to go 16, 19 and double. We're already at a $520 bet here. So I have a $1,000 bankroll for these challenges of $1,000 of real stake cash, not gold coin, not fake money, not using Roulette Royale, not using some simulator with fake money, not playing with 10 cents, 5 cents. We're going in full on right here. I mean, if we're going to test it, let's really test it. Let's put real money on this thing. Let's see how it goes. Nothing wrong with testing with gold coins, to be very clear. Okay, there's one win. Now we're going to have to win this at least, I think, 3 times in a row to recover. So that gets a little scary, just same as 9. It looks like we could win in 1. The nice thing about one less number than 27 is your recovery is a little bit better, right? One less number is big on the payoff. Anyway, so going back to what Paul said, definitely check out everybody's site, see the different strategies. At the end of the day, what you're going to find is most of these strategies are really the same coverage. They're just how they choose to place their chips are different, right? So we need a second or a third. Nice. That's what we needed, a third column. And we got it. For those of you that don't know or are new, you can always tell a third column number because it's divisible by 3. You can divide it by 3. All right, look at that. We're in profit. So that's the beauty of this one. So we're back down to base bet. The beauty of this one is, wow, no matter how many you lose, when you double up, keep doubling up, 2 wins in a row and you're in profit. Versus 27 numbers, you have to win 3 wins in a row to be in profit if you lose more than once. I still contend I might take off that single holding these 2 numbers here because it'll be interesting to see how often you hit this. And so far we haven't hit it once. So that would be saving us $5 every time and get us a recovery even better. Okay, we're going to stay where because we're doing the last 2 winners and 35 and 3. So we're going to just stick with this. See how it goes. We're up 185. So good. So far, so good. So if this can keep going, DJ, you're in for $50, my friend. $50. We're playing for 15 minutes. We're almost there. We've got 18 spins. I think maybe we just make it a flat 20 spins per session. And after 20 spins, see how it does. Again, it doesn't. That is a very small sample size. So I don't consider that whether it's a good strategy or not. 20 spins isn't much for a strategy, but we're crushing it right now. Any day. So yeah, so with myself, when you're watching this or any other channels out there, man, just use a grain of salt. Think of what I say and realize that we all have bias. And so when I'm giving you my advice or opinions or whatever it is, take that with a huge grain of salt because they come along with my bias. And I've been very clear on a bias on playing 2 dozens or 2 columns that I have personally just have had very poor luck with playing these strategies. So I tend not to like 24 number systems. This is a 26, but I think you could really get rid of this and come out pretty much just the same. But that's just my bias. All right, I'm gonna put you on pause until they come back. Be right back. Okay, managers here gave us the win. There we go. All right, we're going to keep on these because 35, 26, 3, these are the last 2 columns to win. So we're going to stay here. We're at 210. We are at 19 spins. This would be really interesting. If we win here, we would be at 240, I believe. How much is the wins on these? History. 65.9. So yeah, so $25 a win. So this would put us at 235. A Soul Wolf strategy yesterday. Oh, look at that. We hit our split. At the very end, we hit our split. Nice. Nice. So we end up with 235 on this strategy. I can't give it a thumbs down. I don't think it's bad. I can't give it a thumbs up. It's really pretty much just a 2 dozen or 2 column strategy and a little bit of a twist by adding 1 split in there to make it closer to a 9 street. But I give it a neutral. And also regardless, it made money. So, DJ, congratulations, $50 your way. If you're interested in submitting your strategy, please make sure that you've tested it, that it's good, because I'm putting real money on the line with it. I'm putting a $1,000 bankroll to test out this strategy. So please make sure it's good. Some people have submitted strategies. I'll tell you what isn't a strategy. Someone submitted a strategy to say, play whatever you want to play, and then whenever you lose, you double it. That's a progression. That's not a strategy. The progression is part of your strategy, but we need to know the rest of it, right? Anyway, so that's it for today. If you got a ticket you'd like to submit and enter into it, $50 prize if it makes decent money, regardless of whether I like it or not. This one I give just a level. I don't give it a plus or a minus. I just give it a hold because it's really just 2 dozens. It's nothing new. But it did well for us today, and we just missed the 0. So that's it for today. I don't know when the next one will be. Happy 4th of July. It probably won't be for a couple days, but when we do our next session, we'll have it again and see how it goes. All right. Be good humans. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. It's not that hard. Be safe on the 4th of July for those of you in the U.S. and the rest of the world. Have a great week and weekend. All right. Cheers.